when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Infinity Gems. There are 6 different Infinity Gems. Each gem controls one of the forces of either time, space, power, reality, mind, or soul. It is said that the being who obtains all of the gems will become omnipotent. Someone has started to gather these 6 gems. If they can gather all the gems, the universe will suffer in a new age of evil. You must help. Knowing that the fate of the entire universe is at stake, Earth's mightiest heroes assemble to assist Adam Warlock in preventing the Infinity Gems from falling into the wrong hands. Alright then, the time has come for Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. This is an old favorite of mine. I haven't played in quite a while, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a Super Nintendo beat-em-up game starring Marvel superhero characters. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Marvel superheroes. I got Iron Man and Gambit up in the background over there. Let's just go ahead and get started. As the Infinity Gems fall to the Earth, the human race begins to realize it is in grave danger. The heroes, determined to assist Adam Warlock, begin to search for the gems that have been scattered over the world. Stark Enterprises' supercomputer has pointed out 4 locations where the Infinity Gems may have landed. One near Doctor Doom's castle in Latveria, South America, Alaska, and in the Boston Aquarium. Investigate these areas immediately. And we're sent in, and that's basically the instant premise, is that we need to get the Infinity Gems to stop the bad guys from getting them, and they're in possibly these 4 locations, but we're not super sure. Let's real quick head to the Avengers base and do a bit of training. Training room, we don't need a password. Here are our 5 playable characters. We have Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Wolverine, and Hulk. I'm glad we got Captain America and Iron Man here, and Wolverine's pretty neat too. Let's go ahead and jump in with Tony himself, and let's show off some of how the game works. Of course, it is a beat-em-up, so we have the standard controls of, we have a jump button like so. As soon as it lets us go in here. Oh, we're actually getting attacked. I didn't think this would happen. We have a jump button and we have an attack button, which does automatic combos as soon as we start punching enemies, assuming he doesn't do invincible wake-ups like that. Because this is a Capcom game also, we have special moves like oh, Wolverine, please. We have quarter forward circle punch, which is a beam attack like so. I believe Iron Man has a Shoryu move of some kind. Oh my, this is not going well. Do I have the option to leave? I don't think I do. Oh, I just died. That isn't permanent, is it? It was just the training stage, right? I can still bring him back. Right? Hold on, let's go ahead and check. Okay. Iron Man's still there. Cool. I was worried for a moment we actually just lost him, because this game does have kind of a permadeath Fire Emblem-esque mechanic in that our characters, well, they essentially represent our lives. We lose Captain America, we no longer can play as Captain America. We lose all our characters, game over. He also, of course, has the trademark Charging Star. Like I said, this is a Capcom game, so a lot of the sprites and moves are based on, well, Marvel vs. Capcom, or at the time, like Marvel Superheroes-esque sprites. I don't think Marvel vs. Capcom 1 was out yet. The story of this game is, of course, based on the Infinity Saga in Marvel Comics, which is very relevant nowadays, or at least it was maybe like a year or so ago. I'm kind of late to the game, aren't I? So we can do forward attack to throw the shield, which doesn't hit on the way back, it would appear. Do we get anything for beating the hologram here in the training stage of the Avengers base? Or is it just for show? Good job, Cap. Alright, stage clear. And with that, we're just sent back to the stage select. We can go back if we want. But yeah, there are several different characters. They perform slightly differently from one another. Now, the way the game works is that we have these 4 stages here. Some of them have Infinity Gems, some of them don't. It's random. I want to get the Infinity Gems as soon as possible because they actually help us out quite a bit. The Power Gem, of course, increases our power. The Soul Gem increases our life. One of the most important ones is actually the Reality Gem, I believe it is. That one allows us to see certain hidden items we wouldn't normally be able to see. And with that, we can actually get revives to bring characters back and get a lot more health potions, which are very important. It essentially just gives us a lot more items, which after we pick a character, it'll go ahead and show the items we have available. I'll go with Hulk. I'm wearing green. He's green. Why not? We're going to the Boston Aquarium. And yeah, these are the items I'm talking about. We have potions that we can use in between stages, because health does transfer from stage to stage. This allows you to do a super move, although I've never really been good at them. And this is, of course, a character revive. We don't have any of these items, except we have some of these for some reason. Let's just jump into it with Hulk, and let's try to beat the stage, hopefully get an Infinity Gem. This game's actually pretty fun. I do like how there are multiple stages. I do like how the characters have more intense move sets than previous beat-em-ups you might be used to. I like the little story that's integrated with Adam Warlock here, and I especially like the whole permadeath mechanic with the 5 Avengers and how health carries over and everything, using the stones in gameplay. It's honestly one of our more favorite beat-em-ups, and I like a lot of beat-em-ups. The main goal is to make it to the end of each screen, go up an elevator, and eventually reach the top of this place, where we can face off against a boss. We also have to be careful with our air running out underwater here, and this is the main reason I always pick Hulk on this stage, is because there are some barriers that get in the way, and he destroys them much quicker than the other characters would. Especially if you happen to have the Power Stone, although I'd be amazed if you got it this early. In fact, I don't even know if you can. Those little enemies there resemble... I don't remember the name of the character, but there's some little, like, mutant guy who's one of Wolverine's old buddies I remember from the show, and they resemble him. But there are, like, evil versions. Most of the enemies in this game are evil versions of familiar characters. Like, we have evil versions of She-Hulk and of Hawkeye and just all sorts of weird evil... And the bosses, for example, are evil versions of some of the playable characters. Like, in this stage, I believe it's Iron Man. Why they exist, what exactly is going on in the story there, I'm not entirely sure. But we just gotta kind of go along with it. Ow. Gotta beat this boss quickly so that we don't run out of air. And Hulk's get-up animation is really not helping in that regard. Alright, that works. I'll take that potion there. The yellow ones aren't ones that transfer in between levels. They're just on the spot in instant health, which is also helpful. We have one of these level potions there, or in between level potions. You know, they said we needed to summon Earth's mightiest heroes, but is Storm not here? I feel like she's stronger than a lot of the characters who are selectable. I would love to see this kind of concept expanded in some way, like having more Marvel characters, having a bigger game overall instead of just 4 levels. There we go. Is that all of them? Are we good to go? We're good to go. Alright. That classic beat 'em up, go this way arrow. Here are those Hawkeye enemies I was talking about, although I believe there's a character in the comics who's like an evil version of Hawkeye, and there's an evil version of Iron Man, they're like in green or something. Okay, we made it out, we got air. I believe there would be an item up here if we had the reality gem and we could see, which is unfortunate that we don't, but we're to the boss over in here. Don't worry, the game didn't crash. That was just a random frozen moment. We have a couple of evil Iron Mans here. They're both teaming up on us. This is hardly fair at all, but don't worry, they share a health bar. We just gotta kind of focus on one and make do with what we can. If we can hit both of them at once, that would be very effective. Like so. That really hurt them. Oh, one of them's down. One of them's down. Alright, Hulk, you got this. There you go, Hulk. Got those Iron Mans. Oh, we got a gem! What one was it, though? That's the question. I think that was actually the Mind Stone, if I remember the colors correctly. I don't even remember what the Mind Stone does. Anyway, that's the end of the Boston Aquarium. We got one of the Infinity Gems. There's only 2 of them right now, I believe. The Mind Gem, which we just got, and the Reality Gem is in one of these other stages. We got a 1-3 chance of getting it. Oh no, Mind is received upon defeating Thanos. But wasn't Mind the Yellowstone? Hold on. Oh no, Mind's the blue one. I feel like a complete dunce. I'm thinking of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, aren't I? Where Space is the blue one, Mind is the yellow one. Yeah, whoops. Look, I'm sorry for that little mistake, but I believe that means we got the Reality Gem, and we can see a lot of secrets now. Let's actually go ahead and head to, the Amazon. Why not? Here in Brazil. Hulk, you did your work. Let's go ahead and be Captain America now, and swing our mighty shield.